Hello friends and welcome back to Oakhaven, our city that we are using for our vanilla City Skylines beginner's guide. Today we are doing a bit of road maintenance in our city by upgrading some roads and creating new ones so our citizens can have easier access to their destinations. We also reached a milestone of 18,000 citizens. This milestone gives us a much needed tile that I can use to expand our university campus. Additionally, we work on expanding our city to the east with a new residential suburb. We've got a lot going on in this episode, so let's get started. A couple of things I wanted to start off the episode with are we really need to hit our 18,000 milestone. Right now we're at a little over 16,000, and we're really in need of some more residential. As I was looking at the map today, I noticed that I made a couple of mistakes here with this roundabout. Of course, it's not actually centered, but also this road here that's leading up to it, I cut it short. And I think that was a mistake. I think I needed to bring it out all the way. It should be a medium road to match these other ones. And I think that would also help partly with the traffic flow. So you can see here from looking at the road layout, we have this main road here with the trees. And as our city grows and expands, we need to be able to allow our residents to have easy access. So that means providing more arterial roads. That would be one like this. This is a main road here. It's a main artery into the city, but I've made it so small, and it really should probably be upgraded. So we kind of need to keep that in mind as we expand the city. We do have space here to move forward and grow. So I'm going to start building, but I'm going to have to do a little bit of reworking here with the roads in order to get this to be proper, basically. Not to be proper, but just to account for expansion. So I am going to go ahead and I'm going to upgrade this road. We're going to have to say goodbye to a little bit of stuff here. While this pathway is very nice and pretty, I think we probably would have to get rid of it, unless we make, like, if it's possible to make a bridge, we might be able to do that. But let's see, and let's evaluate. So let's attempt to make a bridge here. It looks like it's possible. One thing I want to do is I want to is this the level that I want to be at? So how about we start like this? Okay, so it looks like this would be possible. Okay. It's pretty steep. That's a pretty steep drop there. Let's see here. I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to upgrade this road as well. And then we're just going to pause the game for a second and re-add these, rezone these. Oh, actually, I made it too big. That is not what I was going for. And looking at the road options, so just to clarify, so if you look at the medium roads here, this is a 4-lane road, but it has a median in the middle. So you have to be careful when placing these down, because you have to account for the fact that if people are coming from the right on this side and they actually are trying to go to a residence on the left, they would need to make a U-turn. So that's something you have to keep in mind when placing down large roads like this. So I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to place this road that doesn't have the median. It has trees, so people will be able to make that left turn if they need to. Okay, so we're going to keep expanding this out. I'm just going to go straight just to kind of have, you know, that there. And then over here, unfortunately, we do need to upgrade this. I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to upgrade it. We're just going to do it. We're just going to do it. But it's going to be okay. So there's something blocking this here. And that is, I believe, is that this? Okay. This is here, but also, what's this? So, okay, so this is another mistake that I made. If you look at this post office here, so this is actually comes with, this was an upgrade, I think. I forget what this came with. Okay, so the post office comes with the Industries DLC, and the post office, each post office has noise level. So let's take a look at that, because I think I placed this near some residents. This is residential, I think. Yeah, so we don't want that here. Whoops. Let me just look at this again. So you can see this is very high. I think this needs to be placed somewhere else. So since we're rearranging things here, this is another thing as well to keep in mind. So with the, what is this? Okay, we're gonna get rid of that. With the post office, you can see how the building it's on a corner. And so that is what I would recommend when you are taking into account, especially assets, when you're taking into account buildings like that one. If the building is situated that way, like on a corner, it's just something that you may want to, when you're placing it down, you may want to consider, because that's the way people are going to go in and out of your building. So another thing I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to connect this road here as well. Okay. And then let's go back to upgrading all of this. Let's see if that fixed our problem. It didn't. So I'm gonna finish upgrading, and then we'll go back and look at that. Okay, so this asset here, this high school, this is blocking our street here as well. So I'm gonna move this down. Okay, there we go. And I think we need to have maybe one other main road here, and maybe I'll just do that at the end on this side. That might be good. But I'm going to bring this all the way down. And then I'm just going to upgrade this road here as well. Okay, cool. So we have this little intersection here. Something is going on here that is causing this to not upgrade. What is going on? So let's take a look. I'm gonna go and de-zone this. So actually I didn't mean to de-zone all of that. But that's okay. It's fine. It'll be fine. And then let's see if that did anything. Nope. There we go. It must have been that residential building there. For some reason that was blocking it. Okay. All right. So yeah, I think that's good. And then we also have kind of this awkward space here with this, with our city park. It looks great, but we may want to adjust this fence that we have going on here, because we could place down some other things here, right? So let's get rid of this. Let me see if it'll let me. Sometimes it might be a little bit finicky trying to highlight the gates and the fences. Let's see. Okay, there we go. And you can see where the terrain was is not working well for us. So and with that we can just remove that road there, and that kind of solves the issue as far as how, you know, how unflattering that looks. But another thing we can do, oh, my kitty's meowing at me. You might hear him meowing. What you want, kitty? We can add in, let's go back to our city park menu. We can add in a side gate here. That's something we could do. We could put it here, maybe. It's a little awkward. Just a little bit. What about if I raise? No. Let's see if we can work something out with the terrain. So if we soften the terrain, maybe. Let's get rid of this for a second. Hello, kitty. What you want, kitty? Okay. He's sniffing me. He hasn't seen me all day. Okay, so we bring this down. It doesn't look as bad now. It kind of has a little bit of a slope. And that's it. That's our little entrance to the park right there. Okay, so another thing that I want to do is, I think I'm just going to place some other trees around here, around our park. Just adding just a few. And you can also use like different kinds of trees. So maybe this tree. And then I'm gonna add in another side gate over here. I think that might be nice. So I'm just gonna go to our menu and I'm gonna add in a side gate in the middle, kind of in the middle here. Okay, there we go. So that is our additions to the city park. And then I think I want to just add in, let's see, another, like a menu, not a menu, an info booth. Maybe an info booth here. And then, is there another one there? Do an info booth here and then like a restroom. Okay, so that just adds something, a little something else. Later on, we will get into our zoo and possibly the nature reserve. There is an amusement park in the Parks Life DLC as well. I never use this one, but I do like using the zoo and the nature reserve. So our cemetery is full, and I think this one is emptying out as well. So we need to make another cemetery. You can see we've got some people dying and they're waiting to be transported. So I'm gonna go ahead and I'm going to place another cemetery. We have one here in Holly Springs, and we have two over here. I think maybe we could probably put one somewhere in our new section. So before I do that, I want to go ahead and start just doing a very simple like road layout over here, just to kind of get us started. Okay, so let's place down another cemetery. So I'm going to place it here, and then I'm going to put down, let's see, we don't have any sick citizens. That's great. Do we need an elderly care possibly? Let's put that there, I guess. And then a child. I think we have a child. I think we're good with the child center. Okay, so we're putting that there. I'm gonna unpause, and then I'm gonna go and I'm just gonna fill in these parts here with our more residential. Okay, so right here I'm putting down a little bit of commercial, not a lot. Another thing, so if you look at this square here, this is the largest square that a building is going to take up space in the game. This is a 4x4. That's the largest. So if you want something smaller, you could zone like a 3x3, like a 2x4. These are just some things to think about when you are zoning. If you don't want your buildings to all be the exact same size, having the different building lot sizes will populate some different buildings for you. So you can see that here. And I know I've talked about spacing buildings out as well. I like to space out the buildings sometimes just because you can go back in and you can fill them in with paths so that it allows your Sims or your citizens to move, to walk, to be encouraged to walk more. And these little empty spaces, they kind of look a little awkward if there's nothing, or if you have an awkward space, you can fill it in with a pedestrian path here. So like this space here in the back, I always think that this building looks like a little like Cece's Pizza or Pizza Hut. So in the back, I would go in and put in, like, you have some little bushes you can put here. There's also like a larger bush, and then you can even put in like a little tree here, or they have like little flowers in here. So these are just some things you can kind of just consider when you're zoning your buildings. So this little commercial zone here, people from Brookhaven, maybe they want to go to the store, they don't want to drive all the way out here in the main drag, so they go over here to this little area and pick up their groceries. So I'm just going to fill in this block with a couple more shops, and then I want to look at some new parks that I got. So over the weekend, or actually the week before, and you can see our residents are using this path. The weekend before last, I bought a couple of upgrades to my game. So I bought the Sunset Harbor, I think it's called, and then I also bought the what was the other one? I can't remember what the other thing was that I bought. I can't remember what the other thing was that I bought. I'm sorry. What did it have to do with? Oh, the vehicles. Yes, the vehicle pack. So that allows you to click on like assets like the cemetery, and I could change it to, maybe I want all of them to look like this van here. Can also change it with like the police station. Let me see if I can find the police station, or a firehouse somewhere. Where is that? Where's the police? Oh, it's right here. Okay. So I could change the police cars. If I want the police car to look like a supercar, we could do that. So it's kind of cool. I think I'll save the supercar version for the like more official buildings, like the police headquarters maybe. I don't think I have a police headquarters in here yet. Or the high capacity police headquarters, that probably would be one as well. So anyway, there's just some little upgrades that I bought for my game. So I forgot to put in the rest of my gate here. So I'm going to do that really quick. And well, you know what? I'm sorry. Let me go back here and add in the rest of my residential, because that was the whole point. I was trying to put in my residential so that we can upgrade and get to 18,000. Now with the residential blocks, I don't care really as much about spacing out my homes, but I totally understand if you do want to space out your homes to look a little bit more precise. Okay, yes, this was the other thing. So I also bought the hotels and resorts pack, and it came with these cute little parks here, and these parks are really adorable. I mean, I would recommend this even if you didn't care about the hotels part. It just adds a little, like, these little parks here. I just think they're so adorable, and they fill in a lot of space, like little awkward spaces, just the size of them. So, and they also come with some variations. So this one is like, it's called a tourist park. To me, this kind of looks like a little like newsstand place. You would get like some magazines or something, but you can also change it to where it has that little building on it, or it could be like a little like flea market type deal. So I'm gonna go with the first variation. This one doesn't have a variation, this park with birches, but I still think it's really cute. So we already have some upgrades going on here with this new area. And in this section here, I'm planning on putting in, this will be where like the parks are, the fire station, all of those kinds of buildings will be over here in this section, and then maybe like a larger park somewhere. Okay, so that looks nice. And this is another fix too. If you are tired of, putting down some building like zonings for buildings, and there's two buildings that look exactly the same. If you size them differently, that's less likely to happen. Okay, so this is one benefit of putting different sized buildings next to each other when you're zoning things out. So right here we have a little bit of spaces here between our buildings, and we can fill this in. We can put in, these cute little bushes, just to do a little bit of decoration. And then on this side, I could just put in, a couple trees. And that looks better. That looks better than what it was before. Now I think this is a space here, so I'm going to put a little parking lot here. Perfect. So now there's a little bit of, like a parking area right here, and this space is a little bit awkward. I probably should have flattened out this area, but it's all right. It's all good. So I'm just going to put in a couple trees to kind of cover that up. Sky bar. That looks like a cute little place you could just walk to. Okay. And to me, this building looks like a little cinema. Like, I guess it's called the Chirp Cinema. That's cute. Okay. Yes. Okay, so I'm going to let the game just go and run for a little bit, because while I'm trying to get to 18,000, and then I'll come back and we'll talk a little bit more. Okay, so we got to 18,000, and with that milestone, I was able to purchase this tile of land behind our university so we can finally add in some more buildings for our campus. While I was waiting for to get to the 18,000, our university campus level went down. So I think we were at level 3 and it went back down to 1 because no students were going there. So what I had to do, I added in some connections, just some bridges to our neighborhoods, and then I added one over here as well. And I think this is helping bring in more students so they have easier access to get to the school. Another thing I did was I put in in Brookhaven, I put in a policy for basically so that they are more likely to go to college instead of going straight to work. So I think that really helps if you need to fill up more students to meet your requirement for your university. Sorry, people. If you hear my cat, if you hear like a sound in the background, it's probably my cat because he's running around. Um, so yeah, so now we're at 19,000. Another thing I did was with our 18,000 milestone, I was able to get to this water treatment plant, which is helping with some of our water. So like, this is really awful, but there's really no way to make it look better, but this does help a little bit. So, okay, so I'm kind of waiting right now to see, I want to get to this next level. Another thing, okay, yeah, so now we're at acclaimed. Is that level 2? Oh, I see. Okay, so it got me to 4. So that's interesting. I didn't know it would do that. So previously I had gotten to level 3, and because I had met those requirements, even though my student population had gone down and the university went down to level 1, it shot me back up to level 4 because I had ended up meeting the other requirements that were in level 3, if that makes sense. So that's interesting. So it doesn't just take you back to level 2, which I had previously gotten to before. So now with this level, we get, let's see what we get. So we have to get 5 more academic works. Our student population needs to be at 1,800, and our attractiveness level basically needs to double. So that's a lot that we have to do. Okay, so let's see here. We are in the trade school university campus. So we get the bookstore, laboratories, the auditorium, a statue, commencement's office. I think I already have the commencement's office. Yeah, that's over here. And do I have the auditorium already? Sometimes it tells you if you already have it, but I don't think we have this one. I feel like the auditorium would need to be kind of near the commencement office, but that's okay. I think I'm gonna extend this out here. I did try to level some of the land back here to try to get it to be somewhat straight, but there's still some kind of hilly parts over here near the highway. Yeah, my little cat, he always gets really excited when I'm playing and he starts getting zoomies and he wants cuddles. He's so needy. Everybody told me cats were like, they just mostly kept to themselves. He's not like that. He's basically like a dog. Like he wants attention all the time. Okay. Old library? Oh. Wait. Okay. I'll put the auditorium. I feel like it should still kind of be near the commencement office. But I'll put it on this side on the road, since that might be, people might want to have street access to that and park on the street. I'm not loving where I put this commencement office. I feel like maybe it should be like on the corner like this. Something like that. I don't know. And I think we got some decorations. Oh, we have a bookstore, which I don't think has been placed down yet. That's not going to fit right there. And then I think I'm going to go and put in a parking lot somewhere in here. Something like that. And see if we can connect any paths in here. Nope. Can't connect one there. Does this connect to something? No, but I'm still gonna put it there anyway. Okay. What else did we get? We got laboratories. So let's see, this is School of Tourism and Travel, and this is the Police Academy. And wait, what's this here? Oh, that's library. Yeah, I feel like the laboratories would be near the School of Engineering, and we don't get that until the next level, like the final level. I guess I could still put it down, but I think that yeah, I guess we could put a couple like over here maybe, and the engineering would probably be over somewhere over here, I think. We got an academic statue. Maybe I'll put a statue like right here and one right here to kind of balance that out. What is that? That looks weird. Okay. And I'll probably have to put in another stadium in order to meet this requirement. So this track and field stadium is 190,000. Yeah, so the campus attractiveness has to be at 1,800. And unfortunately, I don't think it tells you how much beautification it adds. So if I was going to place this somewhere, it would have to be probably like off of this road. Yeah, I mean, that would be the only place I could put it right now, I think. Unfortunately, I don't think I could, even if I had extended this road back, it's not going to fit there. So I'm gonna, oh gosh, that looks terrible. let's undo that. One thing I could do is I could try to rearrange this highway and maybe make this part more straight and then kind of curve it around that way, but it would look a little bit jank. I could try to put this stadium on this side, maybe over here, and I don't know. I'm just gonna pause the game and let me see if this is something that I am gonna do. I mean, I'm doing it, but I just would like to add in a little bit, have a little bit more room to work with so that I'm not competing with this highway here. Okay, so if I put the track and field maybe I could put it here. That looks slightly better. And then if I can, I'm gonna go and I'm gonna connect this road so it can still kind of feel like this is part of our little stadium section. Okay, and we do have a baseball stadium, and that is going to take up a lot of space as well. So just, have to kind of try to accommodate that later on. Now, what if I rearrange this here? So let me see. If I put this, if I put this right here. Okay, I think I like it right there, I think. So now we have this ginormous mess of a of a highway, which is fine, I guess. So I'm gonna try and do like smoothing here. Like, I know this doesn't look like the best, but I also don't want to continue trying to level it out, because all of this is very hilly up here and this is hilly as well. So it doesn't look like it's doing a whole lot. We do have the slope, which kind of moves it a little bit. I think that does help a little, but you can see what it does. I'm just kind of like pressing the button periodically, and then let me try to smooth this. There we go. Okay, so that doesn't look as bad. So I'm gonna try to reconnect this highway, but I do want to try to straighten this out a little bit. So I'm gonna use the curved road tool, and I'm just gonna try to straighten this a little. And I'm gonna do the same thing on this side. I try to keep the different sides of the highway as close as I can to each other, because you really don't want those to be too far apart. Okay, now I'm gonna try and reconnect this. So I'm using the curved road tool again, and it's a little bit tricky trying to figure out where you need to curve your road. Okay, so this looks like it's really close, so I'm gonna do something like that there. Then I'm gonna go to the straight road tool and reconnect that way. Then I'm gonna try and match the curve of the angle on the other side, which can be a bit tricky. So basically, I'm just going out as pretty far out, and then trying to bring it back in to see if it's going to kind of line up with this one. And we could try going from the other side. Okay. How about, let's try this again. Okay, this looks fairly close right here. Okay, so then I'm gonna go use the curved road tool again and to reconnect. Oops. So I'm using the change direction tool to change the direction of the highway so that it all matches. And this is the result. This does look a little janky here, but I'm going to unpause the game anyway because we need to get our city back up and going to make sure that we have a profit. Now, I wonder if I put in the sound barriers, if that adds, if that kind of helps. It doesn't really. But we could try and put in maybe like some trees or something, just something to kind of make it not look so terrible right here. Let me see if I can do anything else with the terrain. So that is helping slightly, but not nearly enough. All right, so what I'm going to attempt to do is, let's see what we have in our terrain tools. We have rocks here. I don't think there's really any rocks that are going to fit in this, but maybe we can put in like some shrubs possibly. This is vegetation. I don't know if that's gonna work at all. Nope. It just looks so bad right there. It just looks so bad. Okay, what about trees? No. That's disappointing. We can fit one right here. But that might be all. That might be all that we can do. We've got plenty of noise from our stadium anyway. Okay, and maybe now that I'm looking at this, maybe this School of Tourism and Travel should be over here possibly, but I'm gonna extend our campus district back here because I feel like we're going to need that. Okay. All right. So, so we still need some more residential. Yes. So I extended since I bought this new area over here, I added in some more roads so we can put in some more residential this way. So that bumped up our campus attractiveness to 1332, which is surprising. I thought that was going to add a little bit more. All right. So I think that's going to be the end of the episode. We got to our 18,000 milestone, which is good. I think our next milestone is going to be either at 22,000 or maybe it's 24,000. Our campus expanded just a little bit with a couple of new buildings. We have the new track and field stadium, and over this way we've started on a new aspect, a new bit of development for our main residential area in Brookhaven. This could be a new neighborhood, but for now it's unnamed. We're just gonna call it an extension of Brookhaven. We also upgraded this main arterial road here. That's kind of hard to say. And then I also added in a couple of buildings over here. So this building here with the red roof is the government offices building, and then right next to it is this old theater. And then across the way we kind of have like a modern theater. So is it a modern theater? Okay, I thought that said bowling for a second. Yeah, so anyway. But yeah, so we've expanded a little bit, and in the next episode we're gonna keep expanding, but I do want to take a look at a couple of other things, like with the Sunset Harbor expansion that I bought. I haven't done anything with that yet, so I would like to take a look at that to see, what's there, what's available. I think it comes with like a fishing industry, so I don't know if it's possible, but we might be able to use this river here for fishing. We'll see though. I'm really not sure. And then of course, over this way, as our city expands, we could move to the north to where this beautiful water is. So just a couple of things that we, might want to keep in mind in the future. Thanks so much for watching, guys. Take care, and I'll see you next time.